Hit subscribe, y'all, because it's free. Hit subscribe, y'all, because it's free for me. Hit subscribe, y'all, because it's free. Hit subscribe, y'all, because it's free to see. What's good, everybody? Welcome back to Tab's Glasses. Thank you for visiting. If you have been here before, you already know what time it is. If you have not been here before, I just want to say thank you for coming to check out my page. Thank you for visiting. Like, seriously, thank you guys for even taking the time out y'all day. Happy summer break. Happy summertime. I have a lot of content, so I'm pretty sure you can find something that you like. It's a lot of things to go through. I got different stuff on my channel. So you'll find something that you like, I'm pretty sure. And if you don't, you can always leave me a comment and let me know, what type of content you want or whatever like that. Because I'm willing to do, I do, being honest with y'all, I do different content. Because, so you got to find a niche and whatever like that. And I always say this, I have different, I just be talking about different stuff. Because I'm a talker. If you've been here before, I can talk. So a lot of times I do be having, like I said, different, it's always just one piece, y'all. I swear to God. Okay. I have not did my hair yet, nothing yet. Like I said, I have a lot of content. So 9 times out of 10, you're gonna find something, like I said, that you like. I talk about different stuff. If you've been here, you already know. If you have not been here, this is how it go. I'm about to get right into it. I'm not even about to hold y'all up. So today's video, I want to talk about the mother freaking verses that went down last night. If you know, you know, right? I'm sore, so I'm sitting down for a second because I hurt my hip yesterday. I was trying to bust a move. If you been there and you know, like, the music and you was in that time, you already know, like, when they said Pretty Ricky, sorry y'all, Pretty Ricky and B2K, hold on. When they said Pretty Ricky and B2K, right? So first of all, everybody was like, all right, everybody was kind of commenting, right? Like, oh, Pretty Ricky gonna win because Pretty Ricky got that little that I don't want to use the word sex. So I'm gonna say Pretty Ricky got the. I don't want to say sex. I want to say Pretty Ricky music is more like, it's like grown up music, but it's not grown up music because at the time we were still like teenagers when Pretty Ricky came out. Or we was like, okay, okay, we was teenagers when it kind of came out, or like we wasn't grown adults for the most part. So even when B2K came out, because all right, I gotta break it down first of all. I'm gonna try not to make this video long, but I want to make sure I hit all my points. I started doing this video last night, but I was drinking wine and I was slid, so I said I'm waiting for today. First of all, let's start with B2K. B2K, first of all right, so B2K, they're cool, right? They got good music. They even said on stage, like, yo, it was teeny bopper music and stuff like that. Now, B2K, they're good. Their music is good. They got a really good flow and stuff like that. But when B2K came out, we were younger when B2K came out. Not everybody, but what I'm saying is, like, when Pretty Ricky came out with their music, because B2K came out first. And then Pretty Ricky came out after them. I don't know if it was like right after. It was like probably around the same time. But at that time when B2K was coming out and when they had their music was, like I said, he said it on stage. It was good for us at the time. Everything was good. It was really good. It was like the flow of the music was good. The songs, we knew the songs. That was what it was. If you was in that time era, or whatever like that. She want to show y'all her ice pop stick that she finished. Good job, baby. Good job, boo. So, she said, hello. Get out of here. Hold on. All right, so like I said, so at the time, don't do that to Dinks. Okay. So, all right, I know. All right, so at the time, like I said, when B2K came out, we was younger. We were like I said, for most of us, like if you was in the 90s, 2000s, when they came out, their vibe was like, baby, that's the reason why I love you. It was like that. And it's sweet. Yes. It's sweet too. And they had the bump. I'm just saying, Pretty Ricky was more like, it's okay. It's okay. Thank you, baby. Thank you, baby. All right, so Pretty Ricky was more, wait, duty, but all right, so Pretty Ricky was more of I'm gonna say they was more like, you know, like it was grime music, but it was the beat wasn't so, it wasn't so much different from B2K and the vibe, only because it was the hold on one second. All right, so like I was saying, my bad, y'all. Y'all know how the kids is. She want to be in the video. Okay. But yeah, so like I said, so B2K's music was, she want to show her thing. Jesus Christ. It's okay. It's okay. Hold on, Jesus. Yeah, so like I said, my bad. Y'all know I got kids, so it is what it is. She going upstairs? What? Yeah, I'm doing a video. I'm doing verses. So like I was saying, yes, I'm gonna do verses right now. Yeah, so like I said, all right, so it was all right, it was a different type of music. It was the music, like I said, I'm not saying that B2K wasn't as good. Hold on, sorry guys. All right, so like I was saying, so the wave of B2K music, it wasn't like bad. It wasn't like it was bad music, or it was like, oh, it wasn't good music. It was good music, but compared to Pretty Ricky music at the time, like I said, we knew B2K, we knew Pretty Ricky. But putting them on stage together, right? I'm not going to say it was good because they both are boy groups, whatever like that. But it was just a different flow. And in my mind, I feel like B2K knew that. But because they had talked about the verses so much and people wanted them to get on stage, stuff like that so much, it only benefited us, the fans, to get them on stage together. You know what I'm saying? It was good vibe. It was fun. It was lit. Like, it was, I mean, when I say it was lit, it was lit. Like, we was having a good time. So I was drinking wine. Fuck that. We was chilling. Even the kids came in the room and was watching it with us for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So it was a good vibe. But this is the thing. So before they even went on stage, before verses even happened, when they said that they was going to do the verses, you had a lot of people that was talking about, okay, Pretty Ricky's going to win. We don't really see how B2K can win or whatever like that. And let me say something. I'm a fan of both of them. Don't get me wrong. I love B2K. I love Pretty Ricky, okay? But when it comes to on stage together and the caliber of music that both of these artists have, or both of these boy artist groups have, rather, when it comes to that type of thing, for some reason, I don't know, I could be wrong, but I felt like in my mind that Pretty Ricky was going to be, you know, coming out on top, only because, not because B2K don't have good music, but compared to Pretty Ricky music, their music was a whole different thing. When you hear Pretty Ricky music, it's like it puts you in some, it puts you, you know, like in a, you know, like in a like a vibe, because of the kind of music, what they talking about in the music, and then the beats just be good. When you hear B2K music, it puts you in a vibe too, but it's a different vibe from that. So when it comes to like group stuff like that, I'm gonna say see, I know music, but I'm not like, I don't know all music like that, but I like music. I like the songs I like. So I wouldn't even really know like how to decipher like the difference between, okay, so who could Pretty Ricky go against when it comes to like groups that was in it? Because remember, Versus is about somebody that's kind of like in kind of doing the same music you kind of doing for the most part, or not even just that, kind of putting, you know, I guess I'm gonna say putting the music together, so if this song play, you put a song that kind of go with this. That's what the verses kind of was based off of, and people in the same I'm gonna say age range, or kind of the same era. I'm not even gonna say age range. I'm gonna say the same era for music wise. So when it comes to that, it's okay. So that's a good breakdown. But it's like at the end of the day, it's like B2K music was a different era for us. It was in the same maybe like 10-year time span, but it was just different. They are both boy groups. Yes, they both are boy groups. They both have had 4 members. One of the members, because I didn't even get to the actual verses yet. They both had four members of the group. They both were boy groups. They both was around the same age. They both kind of came out around the same time. However, the music was a little bit different because, like I said, the flow of the music was not the same. B2K had this flow, and Pretty Ricky had this flow. So you got B2K with the flow like I just said, maybe that's the reason, and and different stuff like that. And then you got Pretty Ricky, and they got the drive in the, you know what I'm saying? Now those two songs, they are completely different. So it's kind of hard to compare the two. Like I said, before the verses even happened, you had people that was coming up there like, yo, I don't think that B2K could even stand a chance with Pretty Ricky, if you want to be honest. So you have people that saying that. People are coming out. People are saying, I don't really think that. And if you want to be honest, like I said, I'm not really sure if that's really. I'm not. Like I said, I'm not gonna say it was a bad idea, but it was for the culture. It was for us, the fans, the old, the 30s and the 40-year-olds. Shit, maybe even some 20-year-olds knew a couple songs. I mean, I doubt it. I don't know, but it was for us. Maybe even some 50-year-olds probably was grinding around time. But if you was a teenager around that time, those songs just hit different for you. When Pretty Ricky came on, when B2K came on, it was a different time era, and that was what we needed for us. So all right, enough about the breakdown of the music. Let's talk about the actual verses, okay? Now, the verses was extremely, extremely, to me, good, right? Only because I like both the groups. So I'm being biased when I say this. It was a good verses. I like both the groups. I know a lot of songs. However, a lot of people didn't know a lot of B2K songs. Okay? Me too. And I was upset because I'm like, why the fuck I don't know these songs? And these are songs that I'm pretty sure I've heard before, I knew before. Not just me, like the comments. We reading the comments, right? We reading the comments. Them shit's like, we don't know these songs. And it's like, it was so good. Like when Pretty Ricky came on, I'm like, oh shit, mind you, I know these songs. I played them before. They play them on the radio. But I could get, when they come on, I'm like, oh, this is my shit. This is my song. I'm like, yeah, this is my song. Yo, Pretty Ricky, when I say they came out there and they did that damn thing, they did that damn thing. B2K did that damn thing. Both of them did the damn thing. Like I said, out of the songs that this is for me. This is my opinion, okay? My opinion. For me, a lot of the B2K songs, I didn't know like that. And it made me, like, I knew, out of 100% of the song, I'm going to say I knew maybe 30% of the songs. Out of Pretty Ricky songs, I knew, I'm going to say like 70% of the songs. So that right there, and then when they started off, who went first? I think B2K went first, right? Okay. Goddamn. Every time. Facts. Big facts. All right. So yeah, you got a point. So we were talking about baby girl, and she needs to start going to the big. She knew how to do the potty, but that other potty be stinking, and that'll definitely eliminate a lot of us keep dumping it out and stuff like that. I know. I'm about to get back on topic. I know that. And I'm not child like you all say. Anyways, damn. All right, so, bruh. All right, yeah, because I have to add this in this. All right, so back to the topic again. So like I was saying, so all right, so B2K, like I said, when they started off first. They first saw, I can't remember. They started off, and first of all, we couldn't even get it on TV. I don't know what the fuck was going on with YouTube and Versus, because when you click on it was a link up there. Because like before when they did Versus, it was just on Instagram. But because Versus got so big now, you could watch it on YouTube, and that's what it was. Like you could just go up there, watch it on YouTube. It was what it was. Like okay, but for some reason, right? Hold on 1 second, y'all. All right, thank you, baby. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know how kids. Okay, for the motherfuckers. All right. So like I was saying, so we couldn't really watch it for some reason on YouTube. I don't know what the fuck was going on. But like I said, it used to be on Instagram, and you had people that was streaming it like through their YouTube or whatever like that. And that's what we eventually had to go to, because for some reason when you go to I don't know what the fuck Versus Network was doing, or what the fuck they just trying to get subscribed or views. I don't know. And it's like if that's what you're trying to do, that ain't the way to do it. You got people up there. I'm reading comments. People like, yo, what's taking them so long? When they gonna start? When it's gonna come on? Like, what the fuck is going on? Why is the fucking video not playing? My baby father, he watched it on Instagram, and that shit was live and lit. And I'm like, damn, oh my God, I got my little wine. I'm ready to, I'm ready to get down. But for some reason, I don't know why YouTube Versus channel was not working. I don't know if it did work. Maybe it did. Comment, let me know if you get this far in the video. Let me know if the shit worked or not. Let me know if it eventually did it come on. Because I know I went there a couple times, it wasn't coming on. Eventually, I had to go to another streamer that I watch on YouTube. When they have his stuff, he always have videos up there. He tried to do a fight one time, but they took his video down. Or they took the streams down. If he wasn't, like, I guess, they don't want people watching it for free. Everything's about it. So, but I guess Versus, it was a free event. So, people commented in the Versus comments, like, if you can't get it on YouTube, you could go on Instagram. But a lot of people wanted to put it on the TV. That was the whole point. So you could either stream your phone from, I don't even know if you could stream from Instagram. I don't even know. I don't really get on Instagram that much. I don't know if you could stream from Instagram. I'm not sure how that works. But I do know for a fucking fact that if it would have been on YouTube, that would have been much easier for a lot of the fans. Like, we don't want to go. Now we got to go, whatever. Even though we could find it on stream. But some people, they don't want to see comments up there. They don't want to see a stream on the side. They just want to see the full, the full thing. So, Versus, tighten up. Seriously. Tighten up, because at the end of the day, we love Versus. We love it. We love what it's done for the culture. We need it, but let's be real here. Like I said, yes, baby. Give me 1 second, okay? Okay. Yeah, so let's just be real here. Let's just be honest here. Nobody don't want to just... So everybody don't like comments on the side. Everybody don't like the streamers on the side. Some people just want to see it. Unfortunately, we had to watch like that because, I mean, maybe if we would have went back, maybe it would have been on. But I don't know. I mean, it's a possibility. But anyways, so like I said, so B2K goes first, then Pretty Ricky come on. I'm not even gonna break down the song stuff like that, song selection, because it wasn't even enough. Like I said, the caliber of music wasn't even enough. That's why I said that in the beginning. The caliber of music for B2K to Pretty Ricky wasn't enough. It wasn't enough like swag in B2K music to keep up with Pretty Ricky music. I'm gonna just say it like that. B2K songs were swaggy, they were good, but not to keep up with Pretty Ricky. Not saying that Pretty Ricky is better than B2K. I'm not saying B2K is better or less than Pretty Ricky. I'm just saying for some reason it wasn't able to keep up. So the caliber of songs, it wasn't even like, okay, I play a love song, you play a love song. I play a rap, you play a rap. No, all the Pretty Ricky songs. Yes, baby. All the Pretty Ricky songs were really good. All the Pretty Ricky songs were good, and stop things was good and swaggy. B2K songs were swaggy and good too, but it wasn't the swag that Pretty Ricky was giving. Because like I said, if you know Pretty Ricky music, and I don't think I need to give it a breakdown because I'm pretty sure people were seeing it. If you did, you're gonna go back and watch it. Because if you didn't see it, you should go back and watch it. I'm not saying that that B2K's their music wasn't as good as Pretty Ricky's. I'm just saying it was a different caliber. So it wasn't even a song to put up with this song, because all the Pretty Ricky songs was like Sexy Time, whatever like that. But then you have this was okay. So this was cute. This is a little note stuff that was going on the Versus. So you've probably already seen it, but like I said, this is just how I felt about the situation. So you got Pretty Ricky every time they have a song, they play Lil Fizz when he did the interview, and he was like, yeah, pound for pound, pound for pound. They ain't fucking with us. So that was kind of cute. I thought that was cute to add that in there. And then I know somebody was gonna say something about Pleasure's like his suit that he had on. I know somebody was going to say something about it. And then I feel like the cameraman just, every time Pleasure got to the front, he just kept, like, why you, it's okay. She okay. She not in it. I feel like every time Pleasure got to the front of the stage, when everybody else got to the front of the stage and was singing, they never upped the camera. Like, you could see the visual from up. Like, so it's like you would look like you was down looking up. Why did he do that? I don't understand that. Then, at one point, the Pretty Ricky girls, they was on the stage dancing. That another weirdo cameraman, like, let's call a spade, because some people, y'all be scared to talk about it. I'm going to talk about it. Let's call it. This girl is on the stage dancing. She has a dress on. Why is you angering, like, aiming the camera at her goddamn crotch? Angling, yeah. I'm trying to get, yeah. All right, because I didn't like that. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's weird. Like, I mean, I guess you got to get yours off how you get it off, right? I ain't judging no fucking body. It is what the fuck it is. We already got a little weird shit to whatever. I don't judge. But it was on TV. Thank God she had drawers on. I mean, did she? Shit, I hope nobody didn't catch a screenshot. Because the way he was angling that camera, as soon as she up there, you down low. Why you just gonna keep the camera up high? Why go to that cut? Why cut to that scene right there and went like, what? And it was live, right? This is a live event we talking about. Okay, it was live. It's a live event we talking about. So why the fuck? Like I said, every time Pleasure came to the front, they was angling the camera. And then Pretty Ricky had made a comment like, yeah, so you got this girl in the front And it was an older lady in the front, and she was I don't know if she was old, but she was she wasn't a 14 or 15-year-old or whatever. When she was 30, probably 30, 40, whatever, but she was in the front. She had the shirt on, and we couldn't see the shirt because the angle that they had was like the angle from the audience view, like whatever like that. So when she was in the front, Pretty Ricky had one of the Pretty Rickies that gave her a kiss, and they like, yeah, she got your shirt on. You ain't even acknowledge your fans. So that's another thing. The comments was saying like, yeah, like Pretty Ricky was like they was kind of catering to the audience a lot, and I felt like that too. I felt like they was kind of like really like catering to the audience. I feel like they was. I feel like they really was. I feel like Pretty Ricky, not Pretty Ricky. I feel like B2K was too, but like I said, with that kind of music, you gotta get somebody on stage and. You know what I'm saying? You gotta bring some. And then one of the girls came on the stage. She was with the shits. I was like, the first girl, she was like, ah, she was cute. But that second girl that Pretty Ricky put on stage, I'm high. Hold on, sorry, y'all. I'm getting high. I know I'm starting to sweat. I know, Jesus. Yeah, that second girl they brought on stage, she was with the shit. She was with it. When she got on stage, oh yeah, she was like, fuck that. She was with, and I thought that was cute. I really did. So like I said, what's wrong? It didn't charge? Oh! Couple more days, babe. So hold on, okay? It broke. So yeah, that girl.
Daddy, we'll have to the before.
It's messed. I don't know. It's messed up.
It broke.
Yeah, a little bit.
He could buy it. He could buy it. He could buy it.
Right. So yeah, like I said, that caliber of no, not the caliber. I'm sorry, y'all. I just got sidetracked for a second. Yeah, so the girl, the girl that was on the stage, she was getting that shit. So I thought that was real cute. I thought that was actually cute too. That B2K, he brought Omarion brought his son or whatever like that. I don't know if his daughter was there, but I know he was like, yeah, we cater to the kids too. And as you a mother, most of us are. We was popping listening. Okay, that's why we got a lot of kids. We was listening to that Pretty Ricky shit. And we grown now, so you know what time it is. But I felt like that was cute that Pretty Ricky was catering to the audience, and I feel like B2K was catering to the audience too. But then they started saying, it's for the kids too, whatever like that. Like, oh, we can't, it's a versus, so you gotta yeah. Yeah, that's what that was. Yeah, so yeah, we can't even do all that because we got I don't know. That's what I'm saying. And in a battle or war, whatever like that, it is what it is. You gotta use the ammo you got. So fuck that shit. Y'all wanna grind? We can't grind like that. Our music don't got grind. We ain't grinding like that. We got some. This is growing up music. This is grown young boy music. We don't got no grind music like that. So guess what we gonna do? We gonna say it's for the kids. Like, not saying that wasn't what it. Not saying all his music was for kids. I'm just saying like that's what he was saying. Like, we gotta make sure that it's about the kids too. But if we being realistically, no kids wasn't really watching that shit unless they was watching it with their parents at home, because that wasn't for the kids. It was for us. If we want to be real about it, if you want to call it spade a spade, that music was for us. This little battle and verses was for us, for the 30s and the 40-year-olds. Like I said, even 50s, maybe some 20-year-olds probably know a few songs. I don't know. These kids, they listen to different shit these days, so I don't know. But I know that was for us. Like, so I enjoyed it. It was, bruh. When I say it was a good vibe, it was a really good vibe. I really, really enjoyed it. Like I said, it was. I don't like I said, I don't want to make this video too long, but I don't know. I don't want to say that this person didn't win, or this person did. I don't know. But if we gonna speak realistically, I feel like Pretty Ricky did take that one, and I didn't want to say this because I like B2K, but we gotta be fair in this situation. The audience knew more songs. If we based it off facts, the audience knew more songs. Okay? And then sometimes Omarion, I ain't finished too. I gotta get to the end part. Sometimes
Mommy's not done.
I know, babe. I know. Shit, I'm bad, y'all. Okay. Yeah. So, like I said, I felt like the audience. It wasn't like if we base it off facts, like only what we have. The audience knew more songs. The audience was more engaged with Pretty Ricky, but that's only because of the kind of music that they had. She's a Pretty Ricky. Her ass was in the bed asleep. She went in the bed before the shit even came on. You is the baby.
I'm not a baby anymore.
Okay. Still my baby. So like I said, yeah, if like I said, if we, yes, baby. Yeah, if we base it on facts, and that's just, I'm not going by just what I was saying. It just, I love you. I'm not just going off of me, in my opinion. I'm going off the comments we was reading on the side. Excuse me, I'm in there. I'm like I said, I'm basing off what I know. I'm singing all the Pretty Ricky, so I knew about 70% of the songs. B2K came on, I didn't know. I know like maybe 30 or 40% of the songs. So that right there, I'm like, damn, like what the fuck? Like, not saying it wasn't a good battle, but then let me get to the end part real quick, y'all, because I don't want to drag this video out. I'm really trying. It's already kind of long. At the end, and this is another thing, they was like, y'all ran out of songs, but y'all ran out of gas, y'all ain't got no more songs, y'all ain't got, they was saying that. That's what Pretty Ricky was saying, like, to B2K, because B2K was like, they was over there kind of like just sitting over there, and then Pretty Ricky was like, what y'all in the huddle over there, y'all ain't got no more music and shit like that. So as it comes to the end, right, Omarion comes out and plays one of his songs. And you have one of the group member or whatever, like, yeah, this is evolution. You know what I'm saying? This is what it's about. It's about evolving. It's about this. And then it's like, people, like, my baby father was like, yo, hold on a minute. Like, that's not fair. But I'm, at this point, I'm 4 cups in the wine. I'm like, okay, I'm just grooving at this point. But speaking realistically, if you want to be real and you want to be technical about it, like I said, it was a versus. It was a group versus. And that's what Pretty Ricky was saying. We in a group versus. How is it possible that we in a versus for a group, but you coming out? But I get it. It was, you know what I'm saying? It's music. You know what I'm saying? And they needed something to get the boat back up afloat because it was kind of going down a little bit. And that's okay. And then you got to remember, too, Pleasure got his own song, too. So then Pleasure comes out. Then they going back and forth. Back and forth. I kind of feel like I said, I think B2K in the back of their mind, they kind of knew that wasn't, you okay, baby? They kind of knew that, bless you, boo. I feel like they thought that they had the fan base. They knew that they had real fans, whatever. Like that alone, these days, for some reason, I don't know, it's just not going, it don't stand up. Even though it do stand up, because I know y'all probably went on tour, and y'all already, you know, y'all just came back off tour, so y'all off that high. Y'all feeling good about that. But at the end of the day, when it's real music, and it's really hitting, and people really rock with it, I don't give a fuck how many fans you got. I don't give a fuck how many tours you do. I don't give a fuck how much money, how many billboards, how many awards you done got for this music that y'all made. None of that shit matters, because at the end of the day, what the people like, the people fucking like. That's just how it go. I don't care about, we top of the chart. None of that. It don't matter. It don't matter. What the fans will tell you, what they like, they like. It don't matter if it was top 10 for 30 weeks, 100 weeks, whatever. I'm just my opinion. I don't know. I'm just making this shit up. But with number walk, I don't do that. That's not my forte. I'm just saying. It could have been something like that. For some reason, I don't think none of that shit don't matter. When the music play and that music hit and that's music that the fans like, that's what's going to stick. That's what's going to hold. Nothing else it's not going to happen. Nothing else is not even going to be equal to. And I'm speaking facts here. Because, bless you, baby, the comments showed. It ain't like I'm just saying, based off how I was feeling, how me and my baby dad, we was in there listening to the music. It wasn't like that. No, it wasn't. The comments was popping up. Those comments were showing. People were saying, sweep. They were putting sweeps in the comments saying that they were screaming. They was like, yeah, at one point, Pretty Ricky was like, yeah, if you felt like they lost or whatever like that, put a sweep in the comments. It was given that. They knew that they had they knew that they had more leverage on their side, not because of top 100s and this and this and that. They knew they had more because the fans were real fans watching these videos. These were real people. We were really tuned in, and the music was hitting. Like I said, it was times that B2K would play songs, and you see the comments like, "What song is that?" Nobody didn't know, and that's what I'm saying. Nobody didn't really know the music like that. And I'm not saying it wasn't good music. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying it was great music, but for some reason, it just didn't hit to the fans like Pretty Ricky hit. Y'all know what I'm saying? That's the difference. Huh? Yes, baby. And for some reason, it just wasn't the same. Yeah, it wasn't the same for some reason. I don't know. I don't know what it was about. I don't know why it was like that. I don't know. But for some reason, the fans, us, the people that was watching from home, we We made that decision like, okay, and it wasn't by choice. Excuse me, I'm sorry, y'all. Oh, what did I just eat? I had just had a BLT, my bad. It wasn't by choice. It wasn't by choice. It was by, this is my motherfucking song. This is my, this music. Oh, this my, this, that's what it was. It wasn't no, okay. I like B2K and I'm just gonna go with B2K because I like Pretty Ricky. No, it was the music. The music tells what it is. If they rock with the song, they're gonna rock with the song. You have artists that's out for years, and their music is not hitting because it's the fans ain't really liking it. It's not about because you could have 1,000 awards and this and this and that. Sometimes you hear. I'm trying to get off topic, but this is a topic for another video. But I'm gonna just throw it out there. Sometimes you have those situations where you said what thing?